Hi students, how are you? Me? I am also very fine. Okay, dear students, let me ask a question to you. Have you ever been to a forest with meadows, mountains and brooks? Is there anyone in this class who hasn't seen this kind of beautiful places? Yeah? Okay. I will take you to a beautiful place. Okay? Here it is. Look, trees are in abundance. Brooks are seen flowing with splashing sounds. Ape is seen swimming and jumping. A herd of deer are seen moving about without fear. They are all enjoying. What kind of feelings will you have when you reach these kind of beautiful places? Definitely, you will be extremely happy and thrilled. You feel that you are in a world of your own. You see birds making chirping sounds, leaves making rumbling sounds, and water moving with a splashing sounds. Everywhere you see birds and animals moving about in a jovial mood. See, why are they all these happy? Because nature gives you happiness. Nature gives you happiness, endless pleasure. You feel that you are at home. What feelings or what kind of feelings will you have when you are at home? You feel a kind of comfort at home, and you get respect, love, care, everything you get at home. The same feelings you get when you are among the nature also, right? And again, here nature gives you happiness. But here, one thing I want to ask you. Do you think that nature belongs to only human beings? No. Nature is not for human being alone. It is for all. And you see, not only you get happiness from pleasure. Look at birds, animals and all other creatures. They get a lot of happiness and pleasure. See, the same message is conveyed in a beautiful novel in Malayalam. Can anybody tell me? Yes. A famous novel by Vaikam Muhammad Bashir. Can anybody tell the name of that book? Yeah? Oh, Bhumiyude Avagasigal. Okay. I am very happy that you understood my points. Dear students, you have a lesson in your textbook. The name of the lesson is Adventures in a Banyan Tree by Ruskin Bond. In this lesson also, the writer highlights the importance of man's living with nature and its living beings. Man can't live without nature. Man should live in harmony with nature. In this lesson, we come across a small boy who also gets a lot of happiness and pleasure out of nature and its living beings. And before I come to the lesson, I just want to introduce the writer of this story. Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a famous writer in English, Indian writer in English. He was born in 1934. At the age of 17 itself, he started writing novel. In 1992, he got a Sahitya Akademi Award for his collection of stories. In 1999, he was awarded Padma Shri for his contribution to children's literature. In 2017, he got a Life Achievement Award. Now he lives near Missouri in Uttarakhand. Now let us start our class. Now it is time for you to read the first paragraph of the lesson. Okay, I hope that you have read the first paragraph. You need not worry about the new words because there is no such new word in the first paragraph. Anyhow, if you feel that you have any problems with regard to any word, you just underline that word and you just look at the dictionary or e-library when you are at free. Okay. And I just want to know whether you grasp the idea or not. Okay, let me ask some questions, simple questions. See, who is the narrator of this story? Or who is narrating the story? Yes? Very good. The boy is narrating the story. Boy is the narrator of the story. Okay. Now let me ask second questions. The house and grounds were of grandfather's domain, but the magnificent, gigantic old banyan tree was mine. Why did the boy say like that? Yes? Okay. The answer is simple. You know, though grandfather is controlling the house and all other grounds, he is not in a position to climb up the tree because he was an old man having 65 years old. Only this small boy can climb up the tree. So the boy proudly and boastfully said that this banyan tree is under his control. Okay. Now let me ask the third questions. You know, what do you know about Countess of Desmond? Right? You know, the grandmother is talking about one Countess of Desmond. What do you know about Countess of Mount? Yes, this Countess of Desmond is an old woman, English woman, having 117 years old. And what happened to her? She died after climbing up an apple tree. And see, the old grandmother teased by saying that if she did not climb up the tree at the age of 117, she would have been alive even now. Right? And okay. And again, one more question I want to ask. What gives the boy endless pleasure? What gives the boy endless pleasure? The appearance of the banyan tree, the appearance of the gigantic and this magnificent banyan tree gives him an endless pleasure and happiness. Especially, you know, the spreading branches of banyan tree which curved to the ground and the root again forming like a maze of arts gave him an endless pleasure. Right? And I think now you understood this paragraph. In this paragraph, the writer, through the boy, tells that this banyan tree is older than the house, older than the grandfather, and as old as the Radhan Chow. Right? Okay, now we just pass on to the second paragraph. Right? See, in this paragraph, we see, who is the first friend of this small boy, and how their acquaintance leads to a close friendship. Okay, now it is your turn to read the second paragraph. Okay, I hope that you have read the second paragraph also. Now, I just want to ask some other questions. Who is the first friend of the small boy? A young grey squirrel. What was his initial attitude toward the boy? Did he make company with the boy in the very first time itself? Yes? No. He did not make company with the boy at first. What was the reason why he did not make any company with the boys? Yes? Yes. He thought that he does not know whether the small boy carries catapult or air gun. These catapult and air guns are some of the weapons used by boys to tease small animals and birds. Okay. Then how did the squirrel make company with the boy at last? Answer is simple. The boy used to give him biscuits and cakes, and he became friendlier. Soon, this small young squirrel started searching his pocket in search of, his favorite items, right? And okay, one more question I want to ask. See, why did the relatives and friends of young squirrel think this young squirrel was foolish? Answer is simple. See, they thought that this young squirrel was foolish because the young squirrel simply, blindly trust this small young boy, and that is why they thought that this young squirrel was foolish, right? Okay, and now we completed the second paragraph also. Dear students, and the third paragraph, we see what happened to the banyan tree during the spring season. As you know, there are different seasons. Look at the changes that happen to the tree during different seasons. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. what are the special features of spring season? Here in this paragraph, we study about the changes that take place to the banyan tree during the month of April. Okay, now you just read that paragraph also. I hope that you have understood that paragraph also. See, in the month of April or in the month of springtime, what happened to the banyan tree? Yes, in the month of spring season, banyan trees are filled with small red figs. And see, how is this banyan tree become the noisiest place? Answer is simple. You know, different type of birds flock into the branches, and birds like bulbul, parrots and crow are seen moving about and squabbling with each other, and as a result this place become the noisiest place in the area. Dear students, we studied so far 3 paragraphs, and I hope that you have understood the story.